Welcome into PHLY Phillies Nation's Shorts Edition. We're so fired up. Me and Renee just came in here and knocked out a ton of stuff today because we can't get enough Phillies action. And hopefully everybody out there had a winning football Sunday, and you can take some of those Sunday winnings and apply them to Monday night's Phillies game. As Renee, I've been cruising DraftKings, and I know you have as well here, and trying to find our best bets for the night. And let's just start off the top. The Phillies are a plus 136 underdog tonight with Zack Wheeler on the mound. To bet Max Fried and the Atlanta Braves, you have to lay a minus 162 to win 100. Max Fried has the blister issue, as we all know about. He pitched his simulated game on last Tuesday, I believe it was, maybe Wednesday, with the Band-Aid on, which is not legal come postseason or regulations baseball games. So that Band-Aid has to be ditched, and we'll see how that blister impacts him. But I'll just tell you my initial thoughts on this. Anytime you can get a big game pitcher like Zack Wheeler as an underdog at plus 136, I think that's too good of value to ignore. So I'm all over that Wheeler plus 136 tonight, and let the gambling gods dictate the rest, because when you get a guy that good and that, kind of locked in, I'll take him as a dog any day of the week.
Yeah, I like that. I'm going to take your Zack Wheeler, and I'm going to take it one step further. Zack Wheeler for strikeouts of over 5.5 plus 115.
Nice.
I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that. Yeah. And Max Fried, the blister, even if you're talking, it's a great point you make. Even if not physically bothering him, mentally, as an athlete, you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
And it's a game that you're now coming into. Obviously, your team being down 1-0. You're going on the road next game. There's a lot mentally that's cooking there, and Max is gonna be fried. So I'm taking the under 4.5.
Fried is gonna be fried. Got his ass.
But I'm pumped. Max Fried is fried. Under 4.5 strikeouts for minus 105, and taking the over for Zack Wheeler of 5.5. Definitely feeling good about the pitching battle for this one. Wheeler versus Fried.
Yeah, I like that Wheeler bet a lot. He was locked in last game. He was throwing, near his peak in velocity. He was picking his spots and painting corners. So 5.5 seems easy. Now, it is a nasty Braves lineup that some would say might be due after getting shut out in game one. But I do like that. I think even if they get to Wheeler a little bit, I still think he's a guy that'll find his Ks versus this team. And something tells me the Braves are going to, not be antsy, but want to be aggressive in the batter's box. And that could lead to some, early pitchers counts and an ability for Zach there to pile up some Ks tonight. So I like that bet for sure. Switching to the offensive side of the ball. This is a long shot, so don't go putting your mortgage payment on this.
Or do it.
Yeah, do it. I mean, just gamble responsibly. Maybe you don't have a mortgage, and you just go for it.
Living on the edge.
Don't put rent on it. Don't put the children's groceries on it. It is a long shot. It's plus 500, but this guy is coming off. He's playing really good baseball in general right now. I think he's getting around on the ball really quickly. He's kind of spraying it a little bit. He's not a home run hitter per se, hence the plus 500. I'm going to take Trea Turner to go yard tonight off of Max Fried in Truist Park at plus 500. A little bit of a sprinkle for my long shot play. Yeah, no, with salt they do that. A little sprinkle on Turner to go yard tonight.
Okay, I feel like Trea Turner.
Not your traditional home run choice, I think.
Yeah, you know what? I like it. Got to mix it up a little bit and go with something that's a little bit different. So I'm actually going to continue with something different. But on the other side, Ronald Acuna Jr., the under 1.5 hits, minus 205. Now, Ronald Acuna Jr., and I'm going to keep saying his full government because he got into the postseason.
That we know of, Ronald.
Ronald. Yeah. He got into game one, and a lot of people were feeling like he choked.
He was aggressive. He made 2 swings, 2 outs in his first 2 at-bats.
And this is not the first postseason that people have felt like
2 swings,
Acuna
2 outs.
And the Braves have choked in the postseason.
Tight sphincters, I believe is what they medically call it.
Yes, sure. Yes, Jamie. So
just trying to speak scientifically, medically.
Like a nice SAT word.
Like a mature adult.
It's a tight sphincter is what it is. But I honestly feel like the Braves have choked a little.
They have.
And I'm expecting that same choking performance again, game 2, especially with Ronald Acuna Jr., full government again. And I'm thinking Zack Wheeler is going to be wheeling and dealing. I think the strikeouts, the hits, it's all related. It's all connected. It's going to be a great day for Wheeler. I mean, let me think of all the ways I can use wheeling. He's going to be in his wheelhouse. He's going to be wheeling and dealing. He's going to be rolling them out. Yeah. It's definitely going to be a Zack Wheeler day, and I think Acuna is going to be walking off with the pitiful face.
And that's a fun bet, too, because you get to cheer against the Braves.
Exactly. We like that. More reasons to cheer against the Braves.
Yeah. Keep being aggressive, Ronald. And, hopefully Caleb Cotham and Zack Wheeler game plan for that and get into some pitchers counts versus you. I like that bet. The last one I'm going to make in the game. Now, this guy was the only guy I thought that was really, until Bryce Harper late in the game, and that wasn't even Strider. No, it was Strider, excuse me. But early in the game, the only guy getting around and timing up Strider well and hitting him hard was Kyle Schwarber.
Okay.
I'm going to take him not to go yard, which is pretty much 40% of all of his hits, which is pretty wild. I'm just going to take him to get a hit. I think he's kind of, his timing, I know they're different pitchers, but he seems pretty good. You only have to lay minus 140 for Kyle Schwarber to get a hit. So I'm going to go with the big fella getting on base and getting those legs churning, and I think he gets a single. Or, a home run works too. That's fine.
Run, Schwarber, run.
Yeah. So I like that. You don't have to lay a lot compared to the rest of the team. Like Rojas, for example, was minus 170 to get a hit. That tempted me until I saw the minus 140 for Schwarber, and I was like, all right, that's good value. I'm going to take that.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go with a parlay, actually.
Ooh,
I know.
Spicy.
It's the postseason. We gotta raise the stakes a little bit here. We can't go safe. We did total runs and safe things earlier. Let's up the ante a bit. Now, I know obviously last game ended up being 3-0. I believe I predicted the final score in our pregame show to be like 6-4. Clearly was wrong about that. But I think I'm going to be right about this one. There's a parlay. Phillies over 3.5 team runs. Okay. And the Phillies win for plus 175.
Not bad.
I can absolutely see that. I think the Phillies are going to be offensively even better come Monday night. And I definitely, without a doubt, feel like the Phillies are going to win. I'm feeling them going back to Citizens Bank Park up 2-0. And I think it's going to start with Zack Wheeler on the mound, getting strikeouts, keeping Ronald Acuna Jr. and the Braves off the base. And on the other side, we're going to get Trea Turner going and Kyle Schwarber going. And it's going to be a great day for the Phillies. So that's over 3.5 runs as a team for the Phillies and a Phillies win for a plus 175. Book it.
Yeah, just looking it up, Max Fried in his last 9 games versus the Phillies hasn't had a no-earned run game. A lot of them are 3s and 2s in terms of earned runs, couple 1s. But the Phillies, they can get to Max Fried. In his career, he's 4-4 with an ERA of 3.62 and 85 strikeouts and 19 appearances against the Phillies. So he's better Max Fried versus most other teams. So the Phillies, they know him well. And, I don't mind that one at all.
Yeah.
So there's some of our best bets for tonight. Hopefully everybody can cash in not only on the fun of the postseason, but turn it into some actual paper, courtesy of our friends at DraftKings. So go take their money. They want you to do it. Hopefully we can help you do it. For Renee, I'm Jamie. Thanks for checking out this PHLY Phillies show. We'll be back with more later.